All right, welcome everyone to another round of stretch and roll. My name is Ken. I'm gonna be taking you through that stretch and roll today. Today we got some foam rollers, we got a mat. That's all we need. We're gonna have a nice little session of rolling, stretching. We're gonna go. We've done it the last couple times where we'll lock into a little bit of upper body, then stretch, lower body, then stretch. That way we don't have much as long of a time in between our stretches. So we're starting the upper body today. We'll come down on the mat on your back. Excuse me. And I always forget. I'm going to use the white one so you can see where the foam roller is under my muscles. All right, let's go ahead and come down. We're going to start at the neck there. We like our neck compression. So what we're going to do here is just pull the chin in. It kind of puts a little pressure on, and we hold for about 2-3 seconds and release. And make sure it's in that good pocket there. And squeeze again. 3, 2, 1. Very good. We just do a couple of those because now we're going to do the rotation. So let's go ahead and squeeze. And then we rotate the neck to the left, rotate the neck to the right, and that's 1. 5 of these. Squeeze. Excellent. 3, 2 more now. Very, very good. That's a good one for making sure that we get those neck muscles taken care of. We're going to go just below the butt here. And what you're going to do is lift that butt off the ground. We're going to put it just in that small arch of the low back. Why don't you just let that sit for just about 10 seconds here. Because it should take a little bit of tension. And then we're going to lift that butt up again. Do another roll so that we get the high glute. Bring the legs up, and we're going to do some small circles. And if you can't do the circles, if the legs are sore or it's just a difficult task, you can just bring them in, out, or you can go side to side, or you can kind of bring the feet down and you can go side to side with the knees with the feet down. So a couple different ways you can roll that. The idea is that we're moving the body over the foam roller. So we're using that dense foam roller to push on that tissue. In those QLs, a little bit of outside glute. Excellent. If you were going one way and turning, let's go the other. Two and one. Let's go ahead and bring that down. Lift the glutes out off that, and we're going to get into the upper body. We'll go into that upper back here. So we're going to lay right on that upper back. Foam rollers right under mid back here. And remember, we lift that glute up, hands behind the head. We're going to bring the elbows tight first. And we're going to do some rolls from base of neck to mid back. And I want you to mix this up a little bit. Do a couple down the middle. Do a couple leaning over on the left side. Keep those elbows tight. And then we're going to do a couple leaning on the right side. Great job. Find any of those tight places. Let's go ahead and open the shoulder blades up now. Going mid back to shoulder blades. This one you won't feel it as much because we've winged the shoulder blades out. That's okay. And then we're going to extend the right arm or left arm in my case. Pick whichever arm you want. We're going to do both. We're going to lean right on that side. Find those tissue points. If you find a soft spot, you can kind of sit on it, or a tender spot, I should say, not a soft spot. Good. Let's go ahead and switch the arm. Three, two, and very good on those. If you had any extra spots, give yourself that time now. If not, let's go ahead and join me on those rhomboids or rib cage. Hand can be out, hand can stay here. We're going to go forward and back, just rolling that small muscle group. And then if you're ready, you can kind of pick it up and roll it right under that armpit area. Good. 3, 2. Don't need a lot of rolls on that rib cage. Good. Get to the other side. And back and forth first. Good, if you had a spot. And let's go ahead and roll under. Excellent job. Very good. Good rolling on the front side, on the back side. We're going to go to the front side here just a little bit, just the chest area. As we talked about before, if you do carry that lacrosse ball or tennis ball around, this one's a little bit more effective on the chest, but if we're using that foam roller, we're going to lay on that foam roller. Remember, we want that roll to be going across with the striations of the muscle. So we want that foam roller to be just halfway down the mat so that when I lay on it, I can put my chest on it, but keep my knees up. And from there, I just roll forward and over. Good. Using my knees as the pivot point. You can go on your feet, but I feel like you can get more leverage from those knees. Fold that mat up a little bit if you need to pad the knees. Or put towel or blanket under it. Good. If you find those tender spots, go ahead and sit on them. Rolling that chest out. Excellent. Other side. Go ahead and I'm gonna make sure my knees are padded here. All right, lay on that one. Back and forth. Over the chest. And then you're gonna go a little bit over the shoulder here. And then if you find any tight spots, you can again lay on them. And any other additional rolling that you need to do there. Excellent job. All right, let's go ahead and get right into the back here for stretching. We've rolled out now the body. Let's go ahead and stretch that upper body. We're going to start with that little bit of a downward dog. And we're going to, a child's pose. And we're going to just sit those hips back. And we're going to let the hands just go forward. Head comes down. And just let that relax there. It's a good upper back, also a good hip and glute. Lower back stretch. Excellent. Come on up. We're gonna do a little cat-cow here for the midsection in the back. So that's just gonna be dropping. Head goes up. We drop that belly down, and then we're gonna tuck the chin. Bring the back up. Hold that for about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push that butt out. Let it drop one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Another cat here. Lift up. And drop in. Very good. 3, 2, 1. One more time up in the cat. 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and drop straight back down. This time I want to take our left arm, tuck it under, and kind of apply that pressure. Still trying to reach with the top hand, the bottom hand. I should be just looking under the arm or right at the arm. Let's go ahead and switch that up. Through, drop back. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. I'm just going to stay kneeling. You could stand for this one if you'd like. You can kneel, stay on the ground. It's up to you. We're just going to come across the arm. We'll pull on that shoulder a little bit. Get those triceps a little bit work. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and switch the side. Good. So we're going to take the hands and we're just going to try to pull them back as much as we can. This is a good one if you ever are in a doorway. You can do this against the doorway. Step forward. That'll give you that extra resistance for the stretch. But just by yourself, pulling those shoulders back, opening up that pec area, that chest. It's a good one. Try not to lean the head forward, though. Try to let the head stay normal. Because if you do this, we're just kind of tweaking both ways instead of stretching. So let that head stay up nice and tall. What we're going to do is just drop it down, and now we're going to pull it back or just reach it back. So we did the main part of the pecs, and this will do the higher part of the pecs and the shoulders. Double down on those chest stretches. And all I want you to do here is just look up for me. Nice and easy. Coming back to normal, look to your left. And look to that right. Excellent job. Shake that out. We're going to get into one last thing here on the upper body before we move back into some rolling and stretching. We're going to do our open books, one of my favorites that I think we never miss. So let's not do that today, right? So open book, a really good one for cross body stretching, but we're going to let the lower leg stay straight. The upper leg comes cross, hands are here, and all we're looking for is to reach over, and we're going to do 5 reaches. On the 5th one, we'll hold for 10 seconds. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, that knee's got to stay down, remember. 2, 3, 4, and let's hold. 5. And bring it back over. Rotate. Give me the other side here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're holding on this one. Come back over and let it go. Two, 1. Excellent job. Bring that back over. Well done on the upper body section there. We're moving right along to our lower body. We're gonna do some hip flexors, some quads, then flip it over for some glutes and calves. And so for the hip flexors, similar to how we did the others, we're having this come through the body. I'm going to do my right side. It's going to kick out towards that right, and all I'm going to do is lay over that foam roller on my forearms. I'm just rolling back and forth. Good, trying to apply that pressure in that little pocket. Keep those psoas loose. And a little higher up is the hip flexor, so it's okay to, if it is rolling over a little bit more into the abdominals, that's totally fine. 3, 2, and 1. Great job on those. Let's go ahead and rotate the foam roller. Same thing, just the other side. Some sides may feel tighter than others. That's okay. Very, very good. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You can tell that was my sore side, so we spent a little longer on the left side. That's okay. Hopefully it was yours too. Quads are coming up next. We're laying right over. Put the thighs right on top. Forearms on the ground. Remember, with the quads, you can walk your forearms to get the full quads if you need to. Once I have my distance, I kind of can let it go a little bit more. And let's go ahead, like we've talked about with the calves, we're going to kick the feet out to the right. So or not to the right, just kicking out, they're facing outside the toes. We're going to switch it up, do 3 or 4, and then you're going to switch where the meat of your muscle is. Now the toes are pointed down. Just trying to make sure we get all of that quadricep muscle. And now, if you haven't yet, point those toes in. Good, and give you a few more rolls here, just a little freestyle, if you will. Find that area that was a little more tender, whichever way your toes are pointed, to give you a few more rolls. Move our way to the backside. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. So from here, we're now sitting on the foam roller. We're going to get those glutes rolled out. So foot forward, we're going just straight foot. And as I said in the past, if you're wearing sneakers, they may get caught. You can let that foot just bend like that. Or if you're wearing something on a slide easily, like socks, it's easier to just keep that leg straight. Make sure that we're getting the side of the legs, the back of the butt. Just kind of rolling around, finding different areas. Once we've kind of opened up the general, we're going to straighten the opposite leg and then bring our ankle over that knee, and then we're going to do the same thing. Same roll, we're just when we pull that leg, we just isolate that piriformis a little bit more and just tighten that glute area. Same type of rolls. 3, 2, and let's switch it up. Let's go to the other side. Good. Make sure we get the side, the meat, and now let's go ahead and cross the leg. Again, similar rolling space. Side of the glute, that high glute, and then the meat of the glute. Or maximus, minimus, and medius, all part of the glutes. All part of what we're trying to find. Excellent. Very, very good. So I don't normally roll out the hamstrings on these videos because I find that they're not as effective to roll the hamstring. I'm going to do it today just so you're aware of how to. Similar to the calf, this leg is not on the foam roller. I've rolled it out. I'm going to pick that leg up and I'm just going to come through here. I prefer on the hamstrings, I prefer to use a massage stick if you have one. If you don't, that's fine. The foam roller will do fine. And this is just like the calf. You want to turn your toe in a couple times and then toe up a couple times. But I find that some folks struggle with a lot of shoulder usage with the hamstrings and calves. But when we're foam rolling, a lot of times too, what you can do is, if that's a lot of struggle, you can literally, I have one shoulder down, one hand down, the other one's here, and I just kind of pick my butt up and then drop it, pick my butt up and drop it. So there are some ways around using so much shoulder, but a massage stick would be like two handles and you just kind of roll it like that. All right, so other side, if you haven't yet. Very good. And if you find tight spots like I am right now, you can go ahead and sit on, then roll them out. Let's see. Excellent rolling on the hamstring here. And make sure to move that foot around. Very good. Let's go ahead and hit those calves. Same thing. And again, if the shoulders bother you, you can not lift your butt off the ground, do some rolls over. But if you're able to, you can roll it normally. Point that toe around, play with different areas. Where does it feel the most tension? That's where you want to be, because that means you're isolating that muscle group a little bit better. That fascia that's covering the muscle group a little bit better. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch that calf up. Excellent. Good rolls on these calves. We'll get them stretched out in just a minute. Oh, very good. All right, let's go ahead and start with the glutes since we're already on our butt, and then we'll flip over and get the rest of the legs here. So we're going to start with the hips and glutes. So the first one we're going to do is that cross, and we're just going to push down. Feel that good tightness in the hip. Make sure we're breathing here, folks. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and grab that leg. And remember, we pull over towards our shoulder. We're pulling up and over, and then we're going to drop that leg. So we feel that good stretch coming through here. Keep this hand planted. Good breathing. Kind of let that leg fall a little bit as you're still pulling it up. You're letting a little gravity do the work. Feel that good pull right in that glute area. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Like that foam roller or pillow under the head for this one so that I'm able to push. Doesn't affect my neck. Let's go ahead and pull across. Good to keep all of these nice and stretched. 3, 2, and 1. Relax it there. Let's pull that leg in. Good breathing. Getting a little bit of hamstring here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch it up. Three, 2, and 1. Excellent, excellent job on those. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Nice and slow though. We were just on our back. Blood likes to pool, so make sure that you let that blood get pumped back up into the upper body there. And from here, we're going to get into that downward dog now, and we're going to get into those calves. So what we're going to do is push that butt up into the air, push one foot all the way back, bring that foot around it, and then push the glutes up into the air so you feel that good calf stretch. Almost bringing your head between your hands, looking straight at your feet. Feel that good calf stretch. And let's go ahead and switch those feet. Three, 2, and 1. Very good. Go ahead and bring it to the knees. We're going to go into a kneeling position. Just a little extended calf and hip and hamstring and quad stretch here. Let's spit it out. That would be great. And we're just going to stretch forward. We'll feel a little stretch under this hamstring, a little bit in this quad. If you want to add a little hip flexor, you can bring the hand up here and you'll feel it pull even more up into that hip flexor. Three, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring it back. We're going to stretch that hamstring out one more time. So what you're trying to do here is you're not trying to bring your head to your thigh. You're trying to bring your chest to your thigh, right? So that you feel that nice, good pull along the bottom. So keep your back as flat as you can, but bring your chest to the leg. And let's go ahead and switch it up. We're forward now. Go work on these. Holding that good stretch, and then we're going to shift it back here in just about 5 seconds. And 1. Let's go ahead and shift it back. Three, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the body back up. We're going to take one big breath here. Just kind of reset ourselves. So an inhale. Open it up. It's a good reset. It's good to do that every now and then. Belly breath, right? Inhale, let the belly fill. Exhale, release all that air. You brought in some good oxygen, got rid of some bad CO2, and you got a little more flexible today. So thank you so much for joining me for this stretch and roll. Hope to see you next time, folks. Thank you again. Have a great, great rest of your day. I appreciate you all for coming.